it's James Johnson, aka Sulphur Blade, and I am back here with War in the Sea and our Pacific Campaign mod playthrough. What went on in the last episode? So, we bought the drum. I looked at other countries' submarines, but the British sub was just too damn expensive, and the other countries' submarines just didn't have the capabilities needed, really. So I ended up getting the drum. I'm pointing that out because there's a lot of interest in getting some of the other countries' ships in the game, and I hear you. I understand that. I understand where you're coming from. I would love to do that. In previous Let's Plays, in my TTE series as the Americans, we had a home port down here and another home port over there, and I literally divvied up the cash, and whenever a British ship sunk something, or an Australian ship sunk something, I put it into the Australian pool, and whenever Americans did something, I put it into the American pool, and I had two different pools of income. But we don't have that situation here. Midway is the only capital. It's the only place providing money and resources. And frankly, at this juncture in the game, what we've purchased to date, well, it was best purchased through American ships. Carriers. Are there... I think I know the answer to this, but let's check. CVs. Why is the Tribal Class Destroyer showing up as a CV? Alright, well there are no, we know that's not a CV. So let's change nation, British. Okay, I think it's just because there are no CVs available in these countries that we're not seeing anything. So obviously, when I hit Japan, the CV popped up because there is a CV available, as is the Yorktown, which is American. So there are, of the ships needed in the beginning of this game, we needed carriers. That's where most of our IC went. Then next, we needed replenishment ships. I already talked about the fact that the British replenishment ships don't have information saying what they can carry. So I went with the American ships because I knew exactly what they would carry per command point. Basically what I'm trying to say is I would love to get some other ships from other countries, and it will happen. Just be patient. But right now I have limited command points. Yes, I'm sitting on 74 command points, which is probably the most command points I've had in the series up until this time, but it's taken several episodes to get to this point to where I can even start to think about picking up ships from other countries. And to be frank, what could I put together as a fleet from another country? It would be a surface action group. And what do I need a surface action group for? Well, not really any reason other than to make you guys happy. So if I do end up investing in a surface action group made out of allied ships, it's going to be when I have the spare command points to do so, because right now the command points are needed to win the game. When command points are a luxury, then I can start dabbling in stuff I don't really need. And I know this might be offending some people right now, saying, but you really need these British ships, do I? I mean, do I really need a worse performing ship? Like, for example, heavy cruisers. The Pensacola was the best ship for the pound for doing bombardment of things, right? Because it's got the 10 8-inch guns. What is my option if I went British? For instance, the Exeter. The Exeter isn't anywhere near as capable. Yes, it's 2 points cheaper, but it's only got, what, 6 8-inch guns or something like that? Let me click on the right button. Yeah. So 4 less 8-inch guns. The Australian ships are interesting. One could make a legitimate argument that some of the Australian heavy cruisers would have been worth buying right away. The County class has the capacity to do sonar. That is a real thing that one could really argue for. Yes, but it only has 8-inch guns. But still, right now I'm running around with the St. Louis class, which only has 9 8-inch guns. So this is 1 less 8-inch gun. So it's slightly less effective for shore bombardment duties. But yeah, somebody could have made an argument for the County class. And of the ships that are not American, that is probably on my highest list of ships to get. It is the County class, as well as the tribal destroyers. I've always been a kind of a fan of the tribal class destroyer. Where can I find it here? That's the Admiralty. I think the tribal might be under the Australian section. Yeah, it is more likely. Yeah, here they are. Which they're not even available yet, not till 30 April, which is coming up. So coming up soon, I'll be able to buy tribal class destroyers. So that might happen relatively sooner than later, but they weren't even available to buy. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling about that because I don't want to offend some of you commenters who are pushing me to get other ships. I just want you to understand where I am as the actual player. I want to accommodate your wishes. I really do. But you just got to give me a little time, guys. That's all. Relaunch Sunderlands. Right. The Sunderland curse. I'm trying to move these Sunderlands out further so we have more forewarning of the incoming fleets, as well as it'll get them a bit further out in the middle of nowhere where they should get harassed a little less by enemy air, because Sunderlands have the endurance to fly way out here where a lot of other aircraft don't. I suppose if these guys are going to be harassed, they're going to be probably getting harassed from here, most of all. I really wish that these search patterns would stick and hold with the Sunderlands. I hate having to redraw these things. Alright, that will do. We can take off our reminder. Task Force Pensacola, you rearmed already, I'm assuming? Actually, you're still traveling towards Midway. Yeah, you have no ammo. Okay. Rearm ships. Now you are rearmed. What is next on my high priority list? Probably Shortland. Coming for Shortland next. We're taking this slightly longer route to be safe. The carrier task force is going to come up here, refresh its airplanes, and we'll take a more direct route in order to provide cover for the fleet. Wait, did any of those ships take any damage while they were operating? I don't think they did. Yeah, the fleet's good. Encounter with Sunderland. Right. Nope. If you're wondering why I'm sitting on these command points right now, it's because we have some damaged fleets. And I want to be able to make sure I have the IC to take care of repairing them. This is one of them. I think M for group is fine. Most of the damage on this group is kind of not serious. And I don't think this group is seriously damaged. Is it? I don't think so. I'm gonna jump into tactical just for the heck of it to take a look. Yeah, it's pretty light damage. That's pretty light. Yeah, nothing really major here. So it's really just the one fleet that I'm hanging on to points for at this point in time. Where this one here. So once she comes in and I get the replacements and stuff done with the fleet itself, I think she might be a ship short even. She is. Then we might start thinking about getting the other allied ships in here. Sunderland, Mark. Right. Sunderland is being harassed. I thought I got rid of that. Well, yeah, I didn't. Right, evening is approaching. How's the drum doing? The drum seems to have arrived. Okay, now we're going to set up the drum's patrol box. Alright, that's going to be our box, and we will repeat that course. That's what the drum is going to do from here on out. She's going to hopefully run into a carrier in this neck of the woods and get us a carrier kill. Well, that's the thought anyway. Wait a second. Stop the presses. Where is carrier. Did I already get new plans for you? Well, I have. Huh. Okay, well... Alright, Pensacola, take a more... Task Force Pensacola, take a more direct route. As we will have... Carrier Task Force. Escort you. On said route. Enterprise. Launch aircraft. Wildcats. 18. Keep them over that task force. Well, how is weather these days? Still pretty heavy, though around Tarawa the weather is really clear. Okay. Unload all cargo. Of course. And food. little shy on bow fighters. They're still replenishing from the sinking of the Yamato. But we got plenty here. We've got plenty to eat food with. Or sadly, we lost a bow fighter. Plan ahead, form up, speed up, and down. Good hit. Critical. Good. And gone. Our food is sunk. Let's clear the area. I'm thinking about it. No, leave those alone. You are good. So I have started retasking them to Tarawa. Good. Tarawa is going to be our next investment in an airfield. Sunderland Mark III is right. Small hitch. As I think the carrier task force is actually faster than the other one. Alright, this will be an interesting section of trip, I think. I think we could easily run into something interesting here. With the spotting power of the carrier, even the radar power of the surface action group. Having the sub here, I think we've got plenty of eyes in the area to uncover something floating around here. Probably land-based. More than likely land-based. Tarawa is now under our control. Woohoo! Is that the first actual port we've flipped? It is, yes. Our first step in many of this specific campaign. That fleet's back. Wonder how long it's been sitting here. This is the one that is heavily damaged. Okay, so we have a Cimarron that needs to be released. C3S that definitely needs to be released. Flooding. Okay, yeah. Another C3S that needs to go. How bad are these two? I'm gonna go look. That's not bad. Clemson's fine. Goldboro. Interesting where the damage is on this. The bridge. The main guns. I think I might actually release the Goldboro. I don't like where her damage... Oh, and she's been hit up here, here, and here. Oh, 80%? 85%? Yeah, Goldboro is going to be released. Alright, so now we need replacements for USNS Fleet 1. Destroyer escorts, American. The APD, I'm pretty sure we have... Yeah, the Brooks is back. So we're going to get her. That'll replace the APD we just swapped out. Well, I know we need a Cimarron, so Oiler. Not a Pat. One of those. And was it all of the C3s? Or C3Ss? Yeah, it was. Oh, did I just screw up whatever I was doing? I did. Midway, new C, a Cimarron, C3S, 1, 2, 3, and the Brooks. I figured it was going to be costly to fix this fleet. $41. Alright, and then convoy. 1 is our oiler. Two. 1, 2, 3, and 4 should also be C3 ounces. Swap. Swap. That puts 5 and 6. Alden and Brooks out front. 8 and 7. The Badger and Clemson in back. And we're down to 35 command points. Kind of what I thought would happen. Let's manage cargo. Fuel. Engineering. Engineering. Supply. 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 And supply. Alright, USNS Fleet 1 is back in the game, fully repaired. Ready to go. I guess that's not unreasonable distance for a 0 to be. More food. She's going in that direction. Right around there. that hit go? Fine. Okay. Warm up, guys. How was that pass? Good enough. There we go. We're out of here. Our food has been eaten. Alright, so I think with the next influx of command points on our next payday, which, when is our next payday? Factors of 7, right? So 7 times 7 is 49, 7 times 8 is 56. So tomorrow we should be getting paid. What are we getting paid? Rules. We're up to 43. That'll leave us at about 80 points. We should be able to put together a decent allied group. I'm thinking kind of an armed invasion group, not really a SAG group, not really. So we have this amphib group here, right? Which is pretty heavily USNS ships. It's got kind of a light escort. I'm thinking the Allied fleet will be a heavier escort. So possibly a heavy cruiser, possibly a couple tribals, and a couple of troop ships and supply trips along with it. And they will start working on Santa Cruz. That's the thought process I have in my mind, is an allied invasion group that's a little more flexible and robust. We'll see how that goes. Maybe made up more primarily of Australian ships. Yeah, we'll think of it as an Australian invasion force. That's what we'll spring into the game next. I just saw a flight. Yeah. I think I need to pay more attention to this. And Enterprise. Another group of 10 over Task Force Pensacola. I don't want... If there is indeed a carrier working just down here, then Task Force Pensacola is possibly in trouble. Although these are coming from up here and heading that way. Seems like a strange flight path to be coming from Cosray. You know what? Change our course. Pensacola, change your course. We're hunting carrier. I'll take a surface action against a carrier. Happily. Alright. I got that spare group of Wildcats over target just in time. Though they're a little undermanned for air on air. You know what, guys? Form up, stop dogfighting at will. Follow me. we're staying right here with the task force. If we're gonna get in a furball against fairly even odds, then we're gonna get in a furball with the help of naval gunfire. Go get him, guys. They're trying to strafe those bastards. They strafed the Livermore. Ouch! Astoria. Slow the fleet down. Wait a second. You're not where you should be. You're not where you should be. I thought it was a Livermore that was... Okay. It was the Livermore that was strafed. We have two ships that got strafed. That's fine. We'll take a little time repairing our ships to save some air. I stand by my decision to drag them over the flak. Hey guys. How about form back up and get back over fleet, please. Anybody else take any errant damage? The Vincennes took a little bit. Hey, get on that fire. Don't let the torps blow up. Please, for the love of God. That did feel like a carrier flight group, didn't it, guys? That didn't feel like land-based heroes. And everyone's like, well, how do land-based heroes feel any differently than air-based heroes? I don't know. More like a light drizzle compared to a heavy rain. It just seeps into the bones in a certain way. And now you're sitting back there at home saying, all right, whatever, Grandpa. Alright, fire's out. Flooding's dealt with. Let's speed things up. Alright, so Livermore is good. Niblack was... And I'll just look at the other ones because we're pretty sure the other ones are fine. Juneau, Vincennes, New Orleans, Astoria. Yep, we're all good. Task Force Pensacola is all hunky-dory. How bad was it? 95, 96, 97, 64 on the torpedoes. It's survivable. Livermore took some funnel damage. That's probably the worst of it. Fully operational otherwise. I'm not gonna second guess my decision to drag those fighters over the flag. I still think it was a good move. Look what rears its ugly head. Wildcats, and now Hornet. Where are you? Wildcats. Hornet. Wildcats. Turn on active sonar just in case, guys. I think we have confirmed it's a carrier at this point. AI has divvied out the targets. just don't like the fact that they're getting through. That has me concerned. Hornet. Break formation. Speed up flank. Hard over. Rudder amidships. I might have got excited for no reason. It looked like that first group was going to get through. I don't second guess my decision to navigate with the Hornet. It looks like we have wiped out those Kates. Or what? No, those are Vals, not Kates. Let's head on out of here. 24 Vals have just bit the deck. It's a full flight group. I think it's time to return the favor. Start heading that way. They're above Task Force Pensacola. These guys have no job. I want them over the carrier. Those 13. You can try to escort the Dauntlesses. I think that's all the flight groups with that job. Hold on a second. Thought they land troops at Tarawa? They must have. Oh, it's 1900. That's just for giggles. Put a tactical right there. Nothing. We're not going to find them in the dark. Just RTV. Let's get back to mission. We'll let the drum hunt unless we see something. Turn 4, we're going to continue on mission. We know there's a carrier here. Absolutely, there most definitely is. But we haven't had a lot of ant trail to look. We just kind of have an idea. Could be way down here. Could be here. Could be anywhere along this path. First things first, Enterprise, please launch a set of Wildcats over Task Force Pensacola. Hornets ready to launch. Good. This should prove to be an interesting day. Okay. Definitely, possibly ground-based. Not a big deal. I'm starting to wonder about my timing here. Another Dauntless. Oh, near River Pool. Yeah, that's not a shocker. 14.6 hours. Is that good? 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's noon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 10 hours is 7 o'clock. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Coming up on midnight. That actually works fairly well. We will stick with that right there. We have some food that's appeared. And I'm thinking we're going to be paid in about 15 minutes. Okay, maybe in a half an hour from now. Sometimes it gets a little delayed on the payout. Three ships you claim. There it is. All right. What everybody's been waiting for. New Sea. Australia's boats. Oh, the tribals aren't available yet. 30 April. How long is that? 8 flippin' days. Oh, crikey. I really want to base this task force off of the tribal class. I really like the tribal class. What else is available? Services aren't horrible. What's the difference between the Jervis and the Vampire? Let's look at their sensors. Any difference in passive sonar? Yeah, the huge difference. Jervis is far more capable there, as well as radar-wise. Alright, so what's the difference in weapons? Dual purpose Jervis? Good. 6, that's actually not bad. 4 dual purpose. A little light on the depth charges. So those guys are way cheaper. Actually, it's just dawning on me. This destroyer is 9 points. That's really heavy on the cost, if I have to be frankly. Mahan is 14 nautical miles. Sonar. What was your sonar? $14. You do have 6 guns. Slightly smaller than 5-inch. Frankly, fairly decent range on your torps. Curiosity. It's a tribal compared to the Jervis. 6. Looking really comparable. $11 and $32. $11 and $32. Jervis has a little more superstructure armor than the tribal. There's only 2 of these vampires. I think I'm going to go with the vampires at this point because they're cheaper. And the purpose of this task force isn't an actual SAG group. The purpose of this task force is amphibious escort, possible bombardment, but definitely invasion. Okay. So both of these V classes, the Vampire and Vendetta. Light cruiser, we have the Adelaide light cruiser. What do we know about the Adelaide here? 8 6-inch guns, not dual purpose. Light amount of depth charges. Does it have sonar? Has some sonar, not active, passive though. Yeah, we're gonna get the Adelaide. And then County is the only class, right? Yes. So there's still a bunch that aren't available yet. Alright, well, Australia, you're being commissioned here. Those are the warships that are going to take part in this heavily escorted invasion force. And then we're going to use the center class merchants. One, two, three, four. They're going to be kind of suffering in the supply category here. How can we improve their supply situation? All right, you're the big British merchant. I would assume you have ample of space for supply. I have no idea. But we're going to toss you in and you in. And this is our Australian invasion force. Oh wait, we went over the cost. Mother trucker. I don't know what these guys are capable of transporting. Wait, they're the same cost, aren't they? They are. They're not even cheaper. God damn it. These guys are 10 points as well. All right, well, the Americans lend-leased some C3Ss. Yeah. To Australia. There's the 80 points. All right, this has been a big investment into an allied fleet. A lot of command points just got spent. Hopefully you guys are happy. I'm happy-ish because it'll at least be a useful group being able to deliver troops to the front line. The Australia will be able to do a little bit of shore bombardment. The Vendetta Vampire and Adelaide, well, it's a fairly capable escort for the amphibious force. Gonna hit done. We're gonna call this Invasion Force Australia. And we're going to manage cargo. Supplies on the Vampire. Supplies on the Vendetta. The Adelaide can't haul anything. Australia can't haul anything. Alright, the Centaur is troops. 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 We've got some 4,000 troops here compared to 24, about 2,800 supplies. Even? 100, 200. $2,700 supplies to 4,000 troops. That's not exactly a good ratio. I mean, if I did unload a Centaur's troops, now we're at 3,360 troops and 3,100 supply. So it's a little closer to being 1-to-1. All right, we'll do it. Invasion Force Australia, you're gonna go capture Santa Cruz. Let's put you into some realistic battle line. Is battle line unrealistic here? No. Three column. No. Three column scout. Possibly? Circular. No. Arrow? No. No. Convoy? Convoy. I think so. Now the question I have in my mind, so vampire, I can easily see there. The vendetta I can easily see there. So we got the two destroyers out here. C3s, I see at 4 and 3. 6, 5, 8, and 7. 6, 5, 8, and 7 are the centaurs. Yeah, I actually do see that. Australia and the Adelaide in the center kind of makes sense to me. Can provide flak cover in both directions, though the Adelaide isn't exactly an Atlanta class. Yeah, we'll go with this. I like this. This works. Is the Sunderland gonna drag my food into the battle? I hope not. I think it's far enough away that it won't. Pretty sure these guys are after food. They should be. Yeah. Tactical. Start spreading the news. We're leaving today. Let's form up into a box. And descend today. Target. Form up, speed up, hit the deck. And that ship is down. I don't even have to look to know it's critical. I mean, you guys really wanting the British stuff in here. I've been representing you guys this whole time. You do realize that these planes that are being flown out of Milne Bay, these planes I'm currently controlling right now, they represent you, right? target. Number 1. Attack. Uh-oh. What just happened? I don't think we hit her hard enough. Warm up. Drop down. And she even took one of us out. She is critical heavy. You're not going to be a good ship. You're going to be a bad ship. And that finished her off. And we are done here. We've eaten our food. We sadly lost another bow fighter. You guys are RTP, please. Hold on. Hold the phone. Do something about like that. 2 invasion forces are passing in the evening. Well, late afternoon. USNS Fleet 3. Unload all cargo. Alright, Tarawa, how are we looking? We now have engineering and fuel. Enough to build an airfield, though in doing so, we will slightly change our supply ratio. Though I think it might be worth it. Plus, the airfield will give us a bonus for fighting. Do it. Can't launch any air at this point in time. You're back. Okay, Amphib Group 1. Manage cargo. Macaulay, of course, gets troops. Waters. Oh, the Macaulay is 2,100 troops. Supply on that guy. Supply on that guy is 2,500 troops. Supply. So that's 5,000. So yeah, these 2 APDs are troops. They are going to go follow up and help out the Aussies in their landing on Santa Cruz. Right, everybody's got tests? Yeah. Yep. Everybody is kung fu fighting. Excellent. Didn't I have 3 USNS? So that's 2. That's 3. Where's 1? Oh, 1 is inbound. Okay. Alright, Task Force Pensacola strikes again. Shore bombardment of Shortland. Uh-oh, come on. What did we knock you down to? Level 1. Okay, I'll take it. Alright, let's get the carrier moving. She's going to do something like that. Enterprise. Just going to put a group of Wildcats up over the Pensacola Task Force. And this is probably where we're going to wrap up this episode. So we ate a little bit of food here, took out some merchants. We got the shore bombardment of Shortland airfield done. So with Labe down to level 1 and Shortland down to level 1, air power in this region has gotten a lot less significant. Rabaul being a level 5 airfield is still, quite a threat. But this has been a significant removal of Japanese presence down here. It's going to be a lot easier for us to fly our recon missions. Rabaul is still going to harass us. That's always going to happen. But I'm happy with this. Very happy with it. The invasion of Santa Cruz is well underway. I think between the Australian Invasion Force and Amphib Group 1, they're going to have more than enough troops to quickly take care of Santa Cruz. So that should be a very quick order of business. Tarawa itself, I'm not too worried about Tarawa. I believe with the continued running of supplies in here, as well as engineering and fuel to beef up an airfield, that the additional airfield presence is going to make Tarawa turn into a fortress much like Milne is now. And Milne doesn't even really have that many troops, right? We're looking at 3,600 troops, 7,800 supplies, which is 2 to 1. It's a good combination. We could easily upgrade the airfield here, but we're not going to. This is what Milne is going to have for a while. We're not really hauling anything into the region anymore. Milne is going to have to be self-sufficient with what she's got, and she has quite a bit, so that's good. Tarawa is going to be a similar operation. We're going to build Tarawa up. Right now, Tarawa's got more troops and supply, but we just need to get this airfield beefed up and eliminate the Japanese presence on the island. That's going to happen in short order. Santa Cruz obviously is going to probably swap fast, and then we will probably leave a very token force here. Not much at all. The majority of it will get moved on to Guadalcanal, and then when Guadalcanal flips, a token force will be left there. We're not going to leave a lot of stuff on these two locations. Shortland, however, is interesting. I don't know exactly what we're going to do with Shortland. We're obviously going to invade it and take it, but if we turn it into a fortress type location and build up its airfield, I don't know. We might have to. Because I am thinking about leaving Rabaul isolated here and kind of ignoring Rabaul and Truk in the beginning of things. So anyway, next target. So 1, 2, 3. Lay maybe 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. 5. 6. Yeah. I think we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll stop with our encroachment here, and we'll start coming underneath New Guinea and move into this region after that. We'll just kind of take care of this, Java, come up here in Singapore, Malaya, Indochina, and we'll kind of just slowly lock the Japanese area down and kind of encircle it. That is the long-term look at, I guess, how I'm going to go about doing things. Maybe I might even... Eventually, we're going to have things the way you guys are demanding it, where there's going to be kind of an allied spearhead and a American spearhead. And maybe the allied spearhead will be more interested in coming under and dealing with the Java, Sumatra, Borneo area here. Maybe we'll leave that more to the Brits and the Aussies to deal with, and the Americans will concentrate a bit more here in the Pacific. Yeah, I can see that. That's speaking to me. So I think once Santa Cruz and Guadalcanal are under control, the we'll split up the Aussie Brit spearhead to start working over here, and the Americans will worry about Shortland and Ley and Corsair, and then on to Wake. So these will be American concerns and British concerns after Guadalcanal will be Kopang, Ambon, Sarong, Kendari. Yeah, that's what's eventually going to happen. So you guys are going to have the type of campaign that you want, where we have some allied stuff happening and we have American stuff happening, and they're kind of functioning in a logical manner. And I like that. I like that idea that that's where we're going to eventually get with this. This, where is it? Task Force Australia, Invasion Force Australia, might end up breaking up a bit, as that light cruiser that's in it is the only one of its kind. And that heavy cruiser is one of two of its kind. So they may end up breaking off and detaching in the future as an Australian version of Task Force Pensacola is created. Problem with this is we need a way to replicate some sort of air power, because what the Americans have is the carriers, right? So Task Force Pensacola gets to rely on Carrier Task Force 1 to keep it strong. When we get over in this neck of the woods, we're going to be dealing with a couple of fairly decent-sized ground airports. And we're going to need a way to give air cover to the Brits. What do we have for that? What do the Brits have for that? Let's just kind of look at things here. Oh, the Perth light cruiser. Actually, we might leave that light cruiser in it, as the Perth, I think, is a much more functional light cruiser that would be better in a SAG group, and this older light cruiser might be better escorting a troop transport. Yeah, that makes sense in my mind. Crown Colony class light cruiser. Town class. Oh, there's more light cruisers than I thought there were here. County, and then we have the Queen Elizabeth battleship, which, you know, she's not gonna exactly defend them from. Okay, so that's the Aussie. Now the Brits. I wish there was a Brit flat top. It would really be nice if there was there's a Renown class battleship. A King George, not till 43. French. Even if there was, I'm gonna have to lend lease to the Brits something from the American pool. Don't want to have to do that, but I don't think there's going to be any other way about it. Oh, is that really the only possible Dutch Netherlands ship? Is this submarine that's not available? Wait, I thought they had more than this submarine. Didn't they have a merchant ship as well? Let's go through this way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they had a merchant ship. Well, now it's not showing a merchant ship. Alright, I guess all they have is that Surkov class sub. Alright, what American carrier would make the most sense that the US might lend lease over to the Aussies and Brits? Would be nice if we had some escort carriers available, but that's... When's the Bogue? July 42, April, May, June, July. That's still a ways off. I mean, I guess we could give them the Wasp. All of those aren't to 43. Yeah, I think the Wasp is going to end up lend-leased to Great Britain and Australia. We'll just have to think of it as the, I don't know. Too bad we couldn't rename it. That's my thought process, guys. Anyway, I'm James Johnson, aka Sulfur Blade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please smash that like button. Consider subscribing. And until the next time, all, peace.